Hi, my name is Kate Lackey, and I am a graduate student at Purdue University Northwest. Today I'm going to be reviewing the serious game, the Republica Times. I have been doing a lot of research on serious games that can impact curriculum in media studies and communication studies. I really liked the Republica Times because it offered a unique perspective into propaganda and the impact propaganda has on various components of our media system within the United States. So the Republica Times was created in 2012 by Lucas Pope, and it is a game involving a fictional newspaper called the Republica. The Republica Times puts you in the shoes of editor-in-chief, and you work with putting certain articles within the fictional newspaper in to generate an audience and followers. The objective of the game is to gain as many followers as you can, but the Republica is run by like an Orwellian, totalitarian government that is keeping your wife and children in a safe location, the game says, until you are able to increase the loyalty of your public by highlighting the good things about the Republican government. You are not able to have a secure job or a secure life or even have the safety of your wife and your children ensured. Once you start the game, you are given about 12 hours to create a newspaper. The game prompts you with a bunch of different articles. You are managing the newspaper and where the placement of the articles are going to go. So you must select articles that come into your newsroom that flatter the rulers of your totalitarian government. So articles like the Honorable and Great Leader awarded a lifetime gold medal. That's an article you want to place into your newspaper to generate followers. But if you had an article like the Honorable and Great Leader photographed in women's clothes, that one would not be acceptable because it's going to detract from the goal of your totalitarian government. So this really focuses on propaganda and putting out select stories that are going to generate positive reaction from your public list or your public base, and it's really heavily based on a political agenda. I find this to be very interesting because public relation practitioners and even journalists sometimes within our field are oftentimes faced with the situation of slanted news or biased news rather. They're put into the situation where they have to generate news based off of what their client's interested in, or they're threatened with their job, or whether that client will work with them again or not. And it really puts people in an ethical dilemma. Our students are going to be faced with those ethical dilemmas when they go out into the workplace. So I think that the Republica Times really puts them into that situation. It shows them on how serious it can be when you put information into the newspaper, how it generates followers, and how the articles really create an impact on what it's doing. Overall, the aesthetic quality of the game, it's not really there. It looks very basic. It looks like something maybe you'd see even in the 80s. But the objective of the game, it is there. It is something that I'd want students to work with and understand. The game is consistently giving the players feedback, letting them know how they're doing, letting them know they're running out of time, or giving them tips on how to better attract a loyalty. So that part is really interesting. I think putting the students in the role of editor really gives them a lot of power, and it personalizes the game for them in a sense, but there isn't really any true personalization or any like firsthand experience outside of that. I would definitely have my students in my journalism courses, my public relations courses, even like my media studies types courses, ethics courses, play around with the Republica Times for a bit. I think it offers a great opportunity for class discussion. As far as persuasion and propaganda is concerned, I would highly recommend the Republica Times for educators looking for just a different dimension to their normal approach to ethics and media studies.